Hey guys, and welcome to my second video. In this video, I'm going to give you some organization tips for back to school. Now, if you're watching this video for organization tips, you have found the right video. I am one of the most organized person I know, and yeah, so I'm going to share my organization tips with you to help you guys keep organized throughout the school year. So let's get started. The first organization tip is to have dividers in your binder. I know this sounds silly, like you know to put dividers in your binder, but seriously, it will help. It will keep each unit separate and together, and it will, this is what I do. I put an extra divider than more than one unit to put my tests and quizzes and projects all at the back so I can keep that all together to study for my exam. So yeah. So have dividers in your binder. That will keep your binder very neat and organized. My second tip is to have an organized locker. Now, I gave some tips before in my first video for what to have in your locker to keep it organized. So now I'm just going to explain what to do. So what I do is I keep, let's say, my science binder. I put that in my locker, and I put my science textbook next to it. I put my history binder, and I put my history textbook with it. So I have each class that has a textbook, I keep it with the binder. And in my locker, I put them in order of each class. So first period goes on this side, which is my right, but your left, probably. My right. And then second class goes next, third class, fourth class. I have 4 classes in a semester because I'm a semester school. So yeah, and I keep each textbook with each class so that I just grab the binder and textbook, put it in my backpack, and off to class I go. So yeah, that's my next tip. My third tip is to have a pencil case. I know, kind of obvious. Now, this is my pencil case that I used at the end of the year. So what I keep in my pencil case, because I have everything I will need in my pencil case. So I have all my highlighters. I have 5. Yes, I know, I'm crazy. I have a pencil, 1 pencil. I used to have 2, but now I have 1. It's summer, so I don't need them. I have 4 pens. These are ballpoint pens, not like the pens I'm going to show you in a second. These are ballpoint pens. I have a red, a blue, a pink, and a purple. I also have mini Sharpie, just in case I need one, an eraser, 1 calculator, a protractor for math and physics, a ruler for math because we used to do graphs, and then I have 8 different colors of ink pens. Yeah, ink pens. These are my favorite things next to my 5 different colors of highlighters. I color code everything. I use the pens and my highlighters, and I color code every single thing. If you look at my notes, sorry I don't have right now, but if you look at my business notes, everything is in color. I would write the title in pink and the notes in blue. The next day I would write the titles in green and the notes in the other blue, and so on and so on with all the colors, and I would make so many combinations. It was so much fun. And so the last thing I have in my pencil case is lip balm. You never know when you're going to need, especially if you have dry lips, it's good to have. So yes, all of this stuff is in my pencil case, and if you have all this, you are so prepared, and it'll keep you organized because you'll have everything with you. And plus, with the multicolored pens, these pens, highlighters, your notes will be so organized. I'm not even kidding. I had a fun time studying for my exams because I was so color-coded, and it just made me happy. Yay, I'm so organized. Okay, so tip number 4 is to have files on your computer. So what I did, and am still doing, I would make a school folder. Inside that school folder, I had grade 10. Inside that folder, I would have each class that I was taking that year, and then for each class, so let's say I had to write a history essay, it would go inside the history folder, and I would label it history essay. So yeah, it's really good to have your computer organized, to have all sorts of files so that it keeps you organized at school, for school, and at home. Okay, my next tip number 5, is to have a homework folder. Now, I don't have it with me, and I'm so sorry, but I'll try to put a picture up. So in one pocket, I would put all of the homework in. The other pocket, I would put projects, assignments, important stuff that need to get signed or something in that. So if I had history homework, I would take that sheet, I would put it in the homework folder. If I had science homework that same day, I'd put that in the folder too. So every single thing I have for homework, I'd put in the folder, and I would just take the folder home. It makes your backpack so much lighter, and your back won't hurt. So I'm so glad I have my homework folder in there. So my last tip is have an agenda or a notebook. It saved me last year. I'm not kidding. It saved me. I'm gonna show you. This is a notebook. Tiny little notebook. Not that expensive. Go to the dollar store. They're $1. Pick one up. Unless your school gives you an agenda. My school gives me an agenda, but right now I have a notebook. So if your school gives you an agenda, don't just throw it in the bottom of your bag, the back of your locker, in the garbage, because that can help you, okay? Your agenda is your best friend. I'm not kidding right here. In here, so today's date is July 30th. July 30. Underline. Ta-da! Here's the date. You guys see it? July 30th. Then I take my colored pen, and then I write down the class which I have homework in. So let's say history. Obviously, I don't have homework in these classes anymore because it's summer. So yeah, so I would write down history in one color. And then I take my pencil or another colored pen. I'm going to do a blue pen. And I write down history essay. Ta-da! And I would do that for every class. So each class was a different color. So the next class would be pink, another would be light blue, and another would be dark green. And then, if it's really important and I really need to get it done, take one of my highlighters. I'll use yellow. And I highlight it. Oh my god, isn't it beautiful? Now I know that I need to do a history essay for homework. And I should do that today, not another day, because it's going to be due soon. So yeah, use your agenda. I can't stress that enough, okay? Use your agenda, okay? Use your agenda, okay? Use your agenda, okay? Use your agenda. So use your agenda. It's also a good thing to do a to-do list in your agenda. So if you have a big project to do, then write down every single thing that you need to do for the project and do a checklist. So do one thing one day, do one thing another day, and check it off, and then you'll feel like you are so organized. So those were my 6 back-to-school organization tips. I hope these help. If you have any questions, please post them down below and I'll be sure to get back to them. Also, if you have any comments, suggestions, stuff like that, feel free to leave those down below in the comments too. So I hope these help, and I hope that this can keep you organized throughout the school year. And yeah, bye!